Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee Break with her by Laura González. My name is Laura González, and I welcome you to the Coffee Break. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, La Megan. La Megan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the people on the Book of Faces, known as the Facebook, and to the folks here on the Instagram. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are doing oracles. Today is Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we do oracles, and I have 4 oracles because I don't know, because I do what I want. So, salud. And we have the Halloween Oracle by Stacy DeMarco because, again, I do what I want. We have the Four Agreements Oracle by Don Miguel Ruiz. We have the Celebration of Love by Eva Shakmar Sullivan. And we have a favorite on this channel, the Aradia Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. Hello, Janet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's see which one we do first. I think we're going to do the Halloween one first. Why? Because this is Halloween. This is Halloween. No, this is not Halloween. We are at the beginning, mid-spring, I guess. Beginning of summer, not quite summer yet. I think we are in the middle point. Anyway, but the southern hemisphere just had their Samhain / Halloween. Hello, Braided James. Which of the braids is this, Braided James? There's so many braids on the Braided James. If you don't know who the Braided James are, you're lost, because their music rocks. So let's see what Halloween oracle we have today. Ooh, we have Trick or Treat. We have a Trick or Treat. It's Jess. Hi, Jess. Thank you for being here, honey. Okay, Trick or Treat. And it says, should you receive a trick-or-treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. Oh, just says we love your readings. My readings love you back, honey. All right. So I'm going to read one more time. I know it's a winded one, but it is interesting. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination, it might well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we're afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves. To get everything perfect every time. I blink and I lost the line. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not a pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining and begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. So have fun. I know it's not Halloween, but it doesn't have to be Halloween to have fun. And I had just wrote, because I had just told Audrey Funk, have fun, and that's why we came down from the stars for a little bit. And let me reiterate that message. Have fun, because life is very, very short. And yeah, positive niceness is toxic positivity is a thing. Toxic positivity is a thing. You cannot always be positive. That is impossible. If you see somebody that is always positive, run, because there's something wrong with them. It's okay to be sad sometimes, and it's okay not to be okay. However, comma, let's try to have as much fun as we can, because life is really too short. That's why we came down from the stars, to have fun, to experience life. So, misbehave. I'm telling you to misbehave. Misbehave. Get into some mischief, legal. Get into some trouble, and have fun. Good morning, Rosa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And good morning, Vintage Lucket. They are here on the Instagram. On the Instagram. Okay, I think I shuffled enough times. Let's see what the four agreements have for us today. Don't take anything personally. Embrace your freedom. Embrace your freedom, it says. And the message says, you gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. Learning to not take anything personal. I guess it goes with age. You know, the older you get, the more you learn not to take stuff personally. So if you're very young, learn quickly not to take everything personally. Remember that what people do says more about them than it says about you. So if they're saying you are this and that, they don't define you. So from the agreement of not taking anything personally, do not take anything personally. Embrace your freedom. Be free. Be free. Mischief and be free. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. That is so awesome. Hi, Panacea Francis? Okay. Panes y refranes. Ay, Jesus Christ. So what happens is sometimes the names on Instagram are actually in Spanish. And it takes a minute for my brain to connect it. So Spanish y refranes, welcome, and welcome to Ange Dole. Ange Dole, welcome, welcome, welcome. We still have two more oracles to pull out. By the way, speaking of oracles and the moon and wisdom and all that, on Sunday, we will have a new moon ceremony at the Maliway Brothers. That new moon ceremony is going to be at 7:30 at the Maliway Brothers, led by yours truly. We want to honor Goddess Demeter, or the meter. I call her Demeter. Ceres, Fortuna, agricultural goddesses, etc. But we're going to concentrate on Demeter, and that's going to be on Sunday the 21st at the Maliway Brothers. For those who don't know, the Maliway Brothers are Crosscrow Books. Crosscrow Books are Maliway Brothers. Hi, Solitary Witch Books. I know who you are. How are you, honey? And hi to Mari and I love Ilobaye. Ilobaye. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see what the Gospel of Iridia has for us today. So far, we have mischief and we have freedom. So have fun and don't take anything personally. So far are the messages for today. Let's see what's the last message. And she comes back, the Queen, because they call me Queen. And the Queen came out. And if you remember, the Queen had just come out not long ago. But if she comes back, who are we to say? Solitary Witch Book says she knows her identity. She knows all our secrets. Well, I kind of have to, honey. I need to know who's behind the curtain. Yeah, I know about the Bollyways and I know about Solitary Witch Books. Ha, ha, ha. It's community, baby. All right, the Queen is back. And she says, become the queen of your own life. Decisions are yours and yours alone. Discover your area of expertise and your unique wisdom. Your role in life might have recently become more challenging. A dominant woman is the cause of your misfortunes or your delight. With great power comes great responsibility. I bow to her of silver and gold, the queen of all spheres, the one who has foretold. It takes more than blood to be a queen, a crown of strength and wisdom, as well as of ruby, diamond, and aquamarine. That is awesome. Thank you, Solitary Witch Books says, you see, the queen have a message for you. The queen is sending a clear message to you. Yes, she is, because Solitary Witch Books just call me queen. They say the queen blue witch, and then the queen card comes up, which is so mischief, not taking anything personally, have your freedom, and be your own royal self, being your own monarch. I like this oracles today. They come with everything. Okay, so I'll read again. Become the queen of your own life. Decisions are yours and yours alone. Discover your area of expertise and your unique wisdom. Your role in life may have recently become more challenging. A dominant woman is the cause of your misfortune or your delight. With great power comes great responsibility. I bow to her of silver and gold, the queen of all spheres, the one who has foretold. It takes more than blood to be the queen, a crown of strength and wisdom, as well as of ruby, diamond, and aquamarine. Work hard and wear your crown proudly. You know, I have a crown. I should go get my crown and put it on. It's all the way over there. Anyway, if you want to play, if you want, you know what? We're talking about freedom and playing and mischief, right? Hold on. So, Solitary Witch Books, come here a poner el desorden to give the example of mischief. Oh, my dear Solitary Witch Books, I wish you was here. I wish you was in Chicago. We will have so much fun, Hanny. There you go, my loves. Now you can call me the Blue Witch Queen. It's not me. You cannot hold me responsible for this behavior. The oracles have said mischief, freedom, and fun. And one has to listen to the oracles. The oracles have said mischief, freedom, and be your own queen, right? So when I come out of this room and my husband sees me wearing a crown, I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, we have one last oracle. And if you want to have this much fun, if you want to have this much fun, come Sunday to the new moon ceremony, please. We're gonna be at the Maliway Brothers, and yes, I'm gonna bring my crown. I'm gonna bring my crown just because, you know, it has come up now, and I promise you, I will be wearing it. And come to the ceremony. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna be talking about the real Queen Goddess Demeter. You know, those services are not just the new moon ceremony. For those who don't know, we do a co-creator share message. You know, we'll talk about what we know about the goddess. And of course, I share what I know about the goddess. And then we meditate. We have a meditation on that knowledge, on that wisdom, on those messages that the goddess will bring at that given moment. And then afterwards, we take a little break, you know, because it gets so intense after the meditation. And then we do a ritual, the ritual that is very stripped down. I invite folks not to bring any tools, but just to bring their raw emotion. So there's no altar, um, there's no tools. We just create it with the energies that are within us, and then we do the ceremony for the new moon. So it's a very stripped down thing because I want people to connect with the elements and the tools within them. Um, and it's so much fun, and I enjoy so much when people do this elaborated things with rituals, with all these beautiful tools, and then they share with us on like Facebook and YouTube and Insta and TikTok. And I appreciate that. It looks very beautiful, but that's not me. I mean, I do it once in a while, hence the crown. Uh, but I like my rituals very stripped down because I like people to be able to connect with the divinity and nature without tools, you know. So I've been doing that since January. I've been doing this. I think we've done like 4 because we skip a couple of months. Salud. Oh, my coffee is getting cold, of course. Um, and people seem to like those rituals where there is not a whole lot of tools. You know, it's just kind of like on the fly. It's fun. It's fun. So if you're in Chicago on Sunday, join us at the Maliway Brothers. The tickets are on sale. They're on my link tree or here on the event on Facebook. Let's see what the last oracle has for us. So don't forget, okay, we have mischief, we have freedom, we have to be your own queen, and we have awaken. The archangel Gabriel, the messenger from God. So like the solitary witch book said, more messages. So this one is from the man himself. Let me remind you that angels are not exclusive of Christianity. Angels have been around way before. So we have awaken, an angel calling in. And this says, choose the high road for a challenge you are currently facing or will face. Know that there is plenty of help for you. The Creator and the legions of angels and higher beings await your requests for assistance. Isn't this marvelous? Use the language that fits for you. I use goddess because I like goddess and I like spirits. But some people use creator, some people use God, some people use angels, and some people use angels by their name. So in this case, we have awakened by the Archangel Gabriel. Look at the, it reminds me of the Judgment card on the tarot. Same concept. So choose the high road for a challenge you are currently facing or will face. Know that there is plenty of help for you. The Creator and the legions of angels and higher beings await your request for assistance. Ask for help. So, mischief, be free, be your own royal self, and ask for help. The divine is there to help you. Just ask. That's my take on these oracles. But you do your own take on the oracles, and thank you all for playing with me and being here with my crown and all the silly things. And allow yourself all the silliness that you can, because life is but a minute. So let's enjoy it. Thank you all. I will see you Friday. I think I should be here, or maybe not. I don't know. If I don't see you Friday, I will see you next Monday. Until then, never forget that you are loved. Bye bye.